Hello everyone. I have not done a video in a while. Um, I've been busy. um, I a few weeks ago, no, about maybe a month ago, almost a month ago, I bought myself a Class A motorhome, and I've been renovating it. And so I've been spending a lot of time on that. And my goal is to renovate it. It was already partially gutted when I bought it, which was great because a lot of the the strong handyman stuff was done. And there's some handy projects that I gotta do, but it's nothing that I can't figure out. Um, I've always been kind of handy, and I learned a lot from my dad, watching him build stuff in his workshop and stuff. So I wanted to come on here because there's a lot going on right now. I was supposed to go to a women's retreat in Fort Myers, Florida next week. And I was supposed to fly out on Tuesday, and it was for a women's spiritual retreat. And as you all know, Florida got hit with a Category 5 hurricane. And this was a hurricane that was it didn't move like most hurricanes do. Like, it was very unnatural, the way that it moved and how it formed over the water, and then it just quickly went from tropical storm to Category 3, and then in that short span of time, it went up to a Category 5, and then just made this hard right, which kind of threw a lot of people off because I think they were expecting it to go a certain way. But this has surprised a lot of us, and it's been very devastating for that Fort Myers, Naples, Punta Gorda, Venice Beach, Sarasota, all of that got hit super hard. The people there, it's devastating. So the lady that was putting on the women's retreat, she's been my spiritual and business coach for the last almost a year. I think since January, February, yeah. She's been amazing. She's such a beautiful person, and she was putting together this retreat, and so now we've had to cancel it, and I got travel insurance, so I had to file a claim to get my money back, and we're going to reschedule it for November, but it's going to take a long time for things to be back to normal down there. And she was just messaging me like, what are we going to do, Kelly? The energy here feels really weird. It's just such a weird feeling, and I feel so vulnerable, and they decided to ride it out down there, and it's really bad. They may not have water for like 10 days. They don't know how long the electrical grid is going to be down. So I was messaging her about it, and I said, maybe when we have the retreat, if we do it a month from now, things still aren't going to be back to normal for quite a while, but we could spend part of the retreat, helping others around there. We could do a project, a community project. And I was like, what if we built a community garden for people? And then I started thinking, we could use this time of vulnerability and a time for mankind down there in Florida to realize that even though we may have our differences, we can still come together and help one another and love one another and make something beautiful out of something that was meant to be devastating. I feel like this storm was an attack. It was a warfare. It was whether it was spiritual or whether it was man-made. We all know that there's weather manipulation out there. So I feel like there's a lot of people down in Florida that are waking up. A lot of spiritual growth down there. And I almost feel like this was a huge spiritual attack and meant to crush those that have been feeling good and great and on this ascension path and waking up and doing the light work. But you know what? The light always wins. So this is a time and a test for those who are suffering and those who aren't, who can help. What are you going to do to help? This is a true test of humanity rising above the darkness and coming together and helping. So I said to her, I'm like, when we get to the new earth, we're going to be building from the ground up. We're not going to we'll have some technology, but it's going to be solar energy. It's going to come in different ways, but it's not going to be all electrical, in the new earth. It's going to be totally different because we need to get back down to the basics. We need to get back down to what it really means to live off of the earth, because living off of the earth is healing. Living off of the earth is abundance. And the reason why is because when we come together and we build gardens, we build homes together, we build schools together, we heal, we grow, we become strong. When we're in a place that we're dependent on people who are above us, we become dependent on the electrical grid to give us everything. It is very vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable state to be in. I also recently heard that the entire country of Cuba, the grid went down. I don't know if that's still going on, but I heard that this morning or yesterday. No, it was yesterday I heard that. I have not checked up on that, but I feel like, more of these disasters are going to be coming coming into reality for some of us, and we need to be prepared mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for disaster events, because I feel like this is going to be the start. This is just the start of it. And so yeah, these are just my thoughts I wanted to share with you all, and touch base with those of you who do follow me. And I really pray that we all do what's best for one another. We need to let go of our judgments. We need to let go of our grudges and put down the swords. Not the sword of light, but our swords of, our swords of judgment, our swords of grudges, and our swords of our sharp tongues. that can hurt people. Put down your swords and help your neighbor. Speaking of helping your neighbor, what's something really interesting has been happening for me. Years ago, I went to school for cosmetology, hair cutting, because I was always good at hair and cutting hair. And I got an apprenticeship job at a salon. I was there for a year and I really enjoyed it. And I loved what I did. I was good at what I did. I was getting a great clientele base, but I realized with that job that I had some back spinal deformities that were really causing me a lot of pain, and I could not be on my feet for 8 hours a day, so I had to leave the job. It was too painful for me to stand 8 hours a day. So over the years, I have given people haircuts. I can't legally charge for them, because I don't have a license. People give me what they feel like, or I do barter and trade. I'll do a barter, whatever. You have a skill, I have a skill. Let's trade our skill, So that works, and something my boss said to me, I remember on my last day, she said, this will be a tool and a skill that you'll have that is of great value, and in hard times you'll be grateful that you have this skill, because it can be a form of income for you. She kind of whispered that to me. Even though you don't have a license and you can't charge people, but you can ask for a donation. People give what they feel they can give, and that's okay. Even if I get $10 or $20 or $40, it doesn't matter. Or if you want to trade something for it, like making a meal in exchange for a haircut, like that's a way. You're doing something from your heart and exchanging it. It's energy exchange. You're giving something of part of something that you did from your heart, and you're exchanging it for something that I'm doing from my heart, because I enjoy it. I like cutting hair. I like styling hair. So that's the way the New Earth energy is all about. That's what it's all about. Exchanging energy, exchanging gifts, exchanging talent and skill. So I highly suggest we need to stop being so self-centered, and we need to be more neighborly. So those are my thoughts. I'm hoping that I can get my money back from canceling my flight. I'm praying. I don't see why I wouldn't, because I had to file a claim for travel insurance, and a hurricane was an option. So I don't think I'll have a problem getting that money back, so I can go down there in a month. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to leave you all with. There's a lot of things happening. Good things are happening. But right now I think we need to focus on Florida and the people that are suffering there. People are suffering all over the world. If you're anywhere near an area that's going through devastation, do what you can. Don't deprive yourself, but do what you can. Okay? So I love you all, and thank you for sticking with me. And I'm sorry I haven't been on long, but my RV is in the shop, and I plan to show you all what my RV looks like once it's done. I know I did do a before video, kinda. I posted it on my Facebook, but I will definitely do a video of how things look after, and it's gonna be super cute. Like, I'm going for a farmhouse, boho kind of style, and it'll be really, really cute. But my goal is to go west, and I want to be in Arizona, hoping around Sedona, but I did find a place on Facebook Marketplace that there was a horse ranch for $800 a month. They were offering someone to park their RV, and they had electric and all that stuff, hookup and everything. They even had a deck, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be there. But it's not going to happen for a couple months yet. So they said, no, we need someone right away, and I was super bummed. So I guess I will have to wait. I'm sure that kind of gave me a little bit of hope because for a long time I wasn't finding anything around there. So that kind of gave me a little bit of hope that I like seeing that light spectrum there, looking at it. That I will find something that is meant to be for me out there. So I'll just have to keep looking. But yeah, everything has been going how I divinely saw it. Some things did not happen as I divinely saw it, but I know that there's divine timing in everything. We're going in and out of timelines, and some people are starting to see that. Like, I left something in this part of the house, but now it's over in this part of the house, and I didn't even touch it, nor did anyone else. So what the heck happened? Because of timeline. It all depends on choices we make and directions that we make with our focus and our intention can depend on the timelines that we are going into, whether they are higher or lower, whether you're staying on the path that you're at. But just know that if you are heart-centered and wanting to be on your highest path, there is no wrong choice. There is no wrong path. As long as you are working on yourself and you're doing the work, you're doing the light work, you're doing the healing, you're doing, the grounding and the gridding and whatever it is your mission is, if you're doing it, okay, you're on the right path. You're being divinely guided. There's no wrong choices that you're making if you are heart-centered and living your true divine, living in your true divine essence. That's what I'm trying to say. Then you know that there is no wrong path, right? And ask for signs. If you're confused about what direction you need to go, ask for signs. The universe will give it to you. Your higher self will show you what will show you. Ask for downloads. Ask for them. They will come to you. You also need to be open to receiving. If you're lacking in abundance, you need to be open to receiving the abundance. Are you ready to hold that much abundance? If you're not ready to hold it, it won't be given to you. If you're not ready to receive the clientele that you want, you won't be given it. Once you are ready mentally, emotionally, and you are holding space for the amount of clientele and abundance and fruitfulness that you want in your life, it will come to you. So it's all about belief and knowing and being open to receiving. You deserve abundance. You deserve love. You deserve healing. You deserve friendship. You deserve love. And once you are in that essence, everything will just flow right to you. And miracles will surround you. And it's absolutely beautiful. This is the new earth. This is the new earth energy that we are harnessing right now. So that's all I want to say. Yep, I think I'm going to leave it with that. So I love you all, and I hope you all are doing well, and please pray for those in Florida. They need lots of healing, and we need to send our angels and our warriors down there to help clean up. And if you're able to go down there physically and do some work, do it. Please. Please do it. They need you. They need your skills. They need your knowledge. So, love you. Bye-bye.